YouTube, this is Robert, and I want to show you a different twist on power supplies for my EL34 single-ended amplifier that I have built about, I would say, 4 years ago, and just show you that it's all hand-built. And this is the new power supply for these EL34. EL34 system needs around 490 volts main power onto the tubes and 6.3 volts to the heaters of both EL34 and 12AX7s. Before, you need a linear power supply with a huge transformer, expensive, and naturally the rectifiers and the capacitors and the inductor. But now we're using new technology with the advent of inexpensive switching power supplies, which are very clean and very stable. This switching power supply, both switching power supply needs 12 volts coming in, so I can get that from any of the from these 12 volt 8 amp switching also, and feeds the main power, the 12 volt power, to these two, and this has a maximum output of 390 volts and around 150 milliamps, which is good enough for the single tube amplifier, single EL34 amplifier, and this one, this is just a simple 5 volt or 12 volt to step down switching to 6.3 volts to give it a really clean heater power supply, and the sound is amazing. The sound is really amazing, and there's no change. But the only difference right now, because the voltage is 390 volts instead of 490, I can get a clean 2 watts from this system. I designed the system to put out 5 watts with 490 volts. So what I'm thinking of doing is doubling this power supply and putting it in series and adjusting the voltage just to give us 490 volts or 500 volts. And I can do that. I order the parts, and I'll send another video, make another video at a later date when it arrives, so that you guys can see. And I will also let both a stereo system play. I have the other one here waiting for its power supply, and also a 12AX7, which I have to find in my parts bin. That is a good one. So so guys, this is a test for the new power supply, which I have put together because of the advent of the really high grade switching components. 10 years ago this would not be possible. It would be possible, but quite expensive. But now we have really good switching semiconductors or switching components. That is why these things could be really small. This is switching at 78 kilohertz. That's why you can have a tiny transformer to do the job of a larger one at 60 hertz. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe.